In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NHL games happening on February 23, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like access to our exclusive betting picks where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and more, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Now let's get started. Buffalo Sabres versus Montreal Canadiens. The Buffalo Sabres will go on the road and take on the Montreal Canadiens at Bell Center. Buffalo has a record of 16-27-8. Montreal has a record of 11-33-7. These two teams have faced each other 3 times this season, with Buffalo winning all 3 games. The Montreal Canadiens get set to host the Buffalo Sabres with an overall record of 11-33-7. This mark places them 8th in the Atlantic Division. Through 51 games, the Canadiens have scored 117 goals, giving them an average of 2.25. This output gives them a rank of 30th among NHL teams. On defense, Montreal is the 32nd ranked unit, giving up 3.86 goals per contest. So far, the Canadiens have played the 4th toughest schedule in the league, and when taking into account Montreal's scoring margin relative to the quality of their competition, they come in with a power ranking of 32nd in the NHL. The Buffalo Sabres come into this road contest with an overall record of 16-27-8. Through 51 games, the Sabres are 7th in the Atlantic Division. On the season, they have found the net 138 times, good for a rank of 24th among NHL teams. Heading into the game, Buffalo is the 28th ranked defensive team, allowing opponents to score at an average rate of 3.55 goals per game. So far, the Sabres have a strength of schedule rating of 29th in the league. When diving into their opponent-adjusted scoring margin, they come into this game as the 30th ranked team in the NHL. In terms of betting, the Sabres are covering the spread in less than half their games, with an against-the-spread record of just 11-40. These struggles against the spread are also taking place on the road, as they have covered just 6 of their 26 road games. On the season, the Buffalo Sabres have a per-game scoring differential of -0.86. Things haven't gone any better on the road, as they losing road games by an average of -1.12 goals. As the Buffalo Sabres get set to take on the Canadiens, they have a below .500 record over their past 5 games, going 2-3. During this stretch, they have scored 18 goals, accounting for 46% of the scoring in these contests. Look for the Canadiens to take advantage of playing a struggling Sabres unit. The Montreal Canadiens money line is our full game side pick. Defense and goaltending have been terrible for the Canadiens this season. The Habs rank last in goals against per game, 30th in shots against per game, and 30th in opponent shooting percentage and save percentage. Buffalo has been playing well on offense lately. They have scored 3 goals or more in 6 out of the last 9 games. Tage Thompson has scored 6 goals in his last 5 games. Buffalo is averaging 3.7 goals per game, and Montreal is averaging 3.2 goals per game over the last 10 games between these two teams. These teams just played last week, and 8 goals were scored in that game. Montreal scored 3 goals in that game and have now notched 13 goals in their last 4 games. I expect their offense to continue to play well in this one against a Buffalo team that has allowed 12 goals in its last 2 games and 4.25 goals per game over its last 8 games. Montreal has allowed 4.3 goals per game over their last 10 games and 3.68 goals per game at home, so we should see a bad Buffalo offense notch a few goals in this one. Lastly, the over is 6-1 in Buffalo's last 7 overall and 7-2 in Montreal's last 9 home games. So over the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Kings versus Arizona Coyotes. The Los Angeles Kings will take on the Arizona Coyotes at the Gila River Arena. Los Angeles has a record of 26-17-7. The Coyotes have a record of 13-33-4. These two teams have faced each other twice this season, with each team winning 1 game. The Arizona Coyotes get set to host the Los Angeles Kings with an overall record of 13-33-4. This mark places them 8th in the Central Division. Through 50 games, the Coyotes have scored 114 goals goals, giving them an average of 2.26. This output gives them a rank of 31st among NHL teams. On defense, Arizona is the 31st ranked unit, giving up 3.64 goals per contest. So far, the Coyotes have played the third toughest schedule in the league, and when taking into account Arizona's scoring margin relative to the quality of their competition, they come in with a power ranking of 31st in the NHL. The Los Angeles Kings come into this road contest with an overall record of 26-17-7. Through 50 games, the Kings are third in the Pacific Division. On the season, they have found the net 147 times, good for a rank of 17th among NHL teams. Heading into the game, Los Angeles is the 10th ranked defensive team, allowing opponents to score at an average rate of 2.78 goals per game. So far, the Kings have a strength of schedule rating of 8th in the league. When diving into their opponent-adjusted scoring margin, they come into this game as the 13th ranked team in the NHL. Goals per game, goals against per game, shots per game, shots against per game, opponent shooting percentage, scoring efficiency ratio, and save percentage all favor the Kings in this game. Defense and goaltending have been good for Los Angeles this season. They rank 11th in goals against per game and 1st in shots against per game. The offense has been performing well lately for the Kings. They have scored 3 goals or more in 7 out of the last 9 games. Arizona ranks 31st in goals per game and 30th in goals against per game, and they have the least number of points in the Western Conference. Los Angeles has won 4 out of their last 5 games, and they are fighting to make the playoffs. The Kings are the better overall team. The Los Angeles Kings to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In Los Angeles' 50 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 29-27-0. So far, taking the over when the Kings are playing on the road has been a good bet with an over-under record of 17-11-0. On the season, 44% of Los Angeles' games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 50% of the scoring coming from the Kings. On the other side, in Arizona's 50 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 32-24-0. So far, taking the over when the Coyotes are playing at home has been a good bet with an over-under record of 15-13-0. On the season, 50% of Arizona's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 39% of the scoring coming from the Coyotes. The Coyotes have been horrible on offense this season. They rank 31st in goals per game, last in shots per game, 25th in shooting percentage, and 31st in scoring efficiency ratio. Arizona has no offensive firepower, and they have no threatening goal scorer. Defense and goaltending have been good for Los Angeles this season. They rank 11th in goals against per game and 1st in shots against per game. Arizona is going to struggle to score against the Kings. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.